What?
Natural.
Here there's snow. Yeah.
California.
What about California?
Awesome.
What's the word for that?
Desert.
No. Awesome. Yeah.
Raining.
Rain.
Remember here, light wind, that means a little bit. But when there's a lot,
A lot.
we say
Heavy rain.
heavy rain in
Windy. Cold.
California. And so what happens when there's heavy rain?
Flood.
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 Flooding.
Flooding.
Yeah, flooding. And so people will, when there's this situation, many people will lose power. What does that mean? Lose power.
Lose.
Power. DT.
Lose power.
Electricity.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, that's in California. So that's one thing that's happening. What else is happening in the news? Anybody notice?
Such companies are
Line of workers.
workers.
What are tech companies? Tech companies. Anybody know? This is abbreviation for technology.
Technology.
Yes.
Mm.
Tech companies. Technology.
Yeah.
So what are the big tech companies? Do we know Amazon?
Amazon. Yeah. Microsoft.
Microsoft. Laying people off.
Google.
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 Yes. Do we know Google?
Yeah.
These are all tech companies. They're laying people off. So some places have many tech workers. So what I want you to pay attention here is this one. Layoff. What does that mean? What does that mean? He
Was
He
was laid off
laid off
on this
from
job.
What does that mean?
That means someone he was work, then
Leo.
first sentence without
Leo.
salary.
Okay. Go home,
Go
Go
home.
home. Yeah.
Fine.
but not fired,
1 week, 2
Yeah.
week.
but maybe you go home, maybe we call you back. Maybe not,
Maybe.
but not fired. So there's a difference. Laid off. It happens to people in other industries. If you work in a job, in a factory, sometimes they say, not enough work, stay home, we'll call you back. Lay off.
Leo.
We know that it's different from this one. What's that mean?
Not fired.
What does that mean?
Fired.
Finish work.
Out the work.
What?
Fired.
That means, don't come back, we don't like you.
No.
Done, all done, fired. It's a difference
Yeah.
from this and this. So, and then of course there's this one.
Quit.
What does that mean?
Quit.
Well, it is,
No.
it is left the work from herself.
You did it yourself.
Yeah.
I don't like working here, I quit.
Yeah.
That's my decision.
My decision.
This one, the boss decides. This one, the boss decides. The company or the boss.
Yeah.
So that's tech industry. Does everyone here have a cell phone?
Yeah.
Everyone?
Yeah.
What kind of a world is this when everyone has their own phone? Does anyone remember when you had in your house one phone?
Yeah.
Everybody used one phone?
No.
You don't remember that? It's because you're young. But when I grew up, house had one phone. Everybody used one phone with a cord. Yeah, home phone. Many people no longer have a home phone at all. Everyone has a cell phone. But when we talk about technology, this is not just for calling. My cell phone is not just to call people, hello, how are you, and talk to them. But we use it for this one.
Email. Text. Internet. Video. Business.
Application.
Applications.
Banking.
And many
Banking.
more.
Yeah.
Some people use this phone and say, oh, I want to watch a movie. You can watch a movie on your phone. These are applications. So for example, do you remember last month during the soccer games? Many people watching the soccer game on their phone. These are all from high-tech companies. So none of it happened inside my phone. It happens outside in big companies that send out the signal. So when we talk about companies in high-tech laying off people, it means that all these things will be impacted. We'll see what happens. So anything else in the news that we can think of? How about this one?
Inflation is
Inflation in down.
down.
What is inflation?
Up.
What is inflation?
Up.
What is up?
Inflation. Come up.
What does inflation mean? Anybody remember?
The prices.
Prices!
Yeah.
Inflation is up, inflation is down. Right now, inflation is coming down.
Yeah.
It was as high as
Inflation is down. As
Is
high
high.
as
as
190%.
Inflation.
No, about.
that high.
Now,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now,
About
About
1.2%.
1.2%.
1.2%.
I think that's what I saw in today's paper. So, inflation is going down. That means prices of things we buy is not going up like this one. For some things, but I noticed this today. This week, since the holidays, how about gasoline?
High. Yes.
Gas is going up. Yeah, I saw it today on the gas station. The one on the corner at 6 Mile, it's up to, and it had been down to, went from this $2.99 per gallon up to $3.29 per gallon. So some things, inflation, price still going up, but in general, it's still going down. Yeah. So that's in the news. The other thing that was in the news and was over the weekend, and this had to do with Brazil. What happened in Brazil? What happened? Anybody remember?
Snow?
Where is Brazil?
South America.
South America.
South America, yes. Brazil is the biggest country in South America. It's very large. And last year, in November, I think it was November, maybe, anyway, there was a
National election.
national election. Just like in the US, we had a national election. And in the US, we did not have last year an election for president, but they did in Brazil. And they have a new president. Old president was defeated, did not win. His name is
First president lost on
What does previous mean?
Previous?
before.
Before. He lost. And so they have a new president, and this president said, I don't like losing. And so many of his people had a protest at the Capitol What does that mean, protest?
protest of
What does that mean?
Protest?
I don't like it, I don't like it, I don't like it.
Oh.
Yes, protest. In
Brasilia.
Brasilia. That is the
Capital.
capital of Brazil. So they wanted to take over the capital and put Bolsonaro back in as president. That's called Can you read that?
Overthrow
Government.
man.
Overthrow the government. That means get out.
No. You need to change.
We want our people, not elections, but just by guns and protest. It didn't work. Not successful. It did not happen. Well, why do we care? Why do we care about Brazil? What is in Brazil that is so important to all of us? Anybody remember?
Amazon.
Coming.
I heard it.
Amazon.
Amazon. Not like the company that brings you packages on your door. Amazon
Amazon rainforest.
Amazon rainforest. What does that mean, rainforest? Forest with a lot of rain. What is a forest?
Many trees.
Many plants, trees, bushes, everything, flowers. Where it's so, a forest is so thick you can't hardly walk through it. So many plants. And it rains a lot there, a lot. So why are those plants in the rainforest, in the Amazon, why is it so important? What do plants give us? Why do we need plants? Besides eating them.
Wood.
plants take center.
Plants take in
Oxygen.
oxygen
CO2.
One take
and
CO2.
CO2.
One
CO2.
CO2. One give off
Give
the
off
O2.
O2.
Oxygen.
Oxygen.
This is me.
Oh.
I take in oxygen and I give off carbon dioxide. Where do I get oxygen from? Plants. Plants, trees,
Tree.
anything green
Yeah.
gives off oxygen. The old president, I'll use this word again. I like to do this. Bolsonaro, that's his name. He was the
Former president.
President.
Previous.
Report.
President. Prior.
Model.
prior.
Right.
President.
President. Last.
Last president.
President.
President. I'm showing you how these words all are much the same. Former, previous, prior, last. So these are important words because when you apply for a job, they may say, what was your former job? What was your previous job? What was your prior job? What was your last job? It means the one before. All of these mean before. See, these are helpful when you make out applications to be able to read them. So, Bolsonaro, the old president, this was his plan.
The rainforest and the land to cattle farmers.
What are cattle farmers? Cattle. Another word? What?
Bamboo. Cows.
Cattle, that's a term for people who raise cows. Cattle. So, why so many cattle? What do you do with the cattle?
Cows.
What do you do with them?
Cows.
The farmer does what the cows? What? What does the farmer do with the cows?
Food.
He sells them for food. Hamburger, steak.
Shade.
Well, that's the milk. If you milk them, then you can make cheese. But most of these were for eating. Yeah. And so the new president, Lulu is his last name, said, we need to protect the rainforest. So these are two people with very different ideas. And I don't know about you, but I'm very happy to have the rainforest. The rainforest is good for all of us. the whole world. Some of you were not here yesterday, but yesterday we talked about on the sheet that I gave you, the extra one, it had to do with adverbs of frequency. When we say frequency, it means how much during a time period. So we had remember these?
Always,
Yeah, always.
What does that mean?
every day.
Every time.
Every time.
Usually?
Sometimes.
Everything.
Almost
Almost.
always. Usually.
Often, some often.
Often and sometimes means half and half. Yeah.
Rarely, seldom,
Rarely, seldom.
What does that mean?
sometimes,
A little.
Detail.
little bit, never.
Almost never.
Never.
Rarely. Good morning, how are you?
What?
Pardon? Is it snowing out there yet?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
No snow?
No, sir.
Let's see, I need, who has my sign-in sheet? I'm gonna do this next. And you were here yesterday, so this is old information. So, we use these to express how often something happens or how frequently they happen. So we say, we could not say, oh, it always rains in Michigan. No, that would not work. But we could say,
Usually.
Often,
it often rains in Michigan. We could say sometimes it rains in Michigan. But then the word never. Never. When we use the word never, it means it does not happen. So we have to get used to using these words. Seldom means the same as rarely.
Never.
Yeah. Not never, but just a little bit.
Right.
Yeah. So I wanted to go on here. We did this yesterday, just to remind us.
Adjective.
Adjectives. Remember adjectives? They tell about people,
Things.
places, things. So when we describe people, words that describe people are called adjectives. So I could say,
nice people,
People.
nice people. That's telling about people.
people,
They are nice, nice people. How about places? What can we say?
library,
Nice place.
We could say nice places. What can we say about the library?
The library is big. Public.
public library,
Public.
Library.
This is a place. This tells about, what does that mean?
Public.
Public.
What does that mean?
All.
Public.
For everyone.
For everyone.
Yeah. Public place. Things. What's this?
Boat.
Oh.
Board.
Oh.
Blackboard.
The white.
Whiteboard. Blackboard.
When I was a kid in school, we had a blackboard.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
With chalk
Yeah.
on the blackboard. Then, the blackboard became green board.
No.
It was green.
No.
But people ever said blackboard, even though it was green. And now we have this whiteboard with these special markers. Yeah. Blackboards, do you remember chalk?
Yeah.
If you use the chalk the wrong way, it goes, "Ew!" Oh, teachers hated that. So these are adjectives. Now we have adverbs. Adverbs tell about verbs, things we do. How we do them. Like for this one.
No.
It's an action.
Run.
Run. He runs fast.
He runs.
He runs fast.
He runs
Tells about how he runs, not about him.
No.
Okay, it's about the running. So these adjectives or these adverbs of frequency
He usually runs to work.
Run to work.
here's the verb,
Runs.
Run.
and this is the
Usually.
frequency. He usually runs to work. Okay.
He
He
never
never gets to
goes
the
to
He never goes to the restaurant.
that restaurant.
That means one restaurant. Okay.
He never goes to.
Never goes. It's telling about goes. When does he go?
Goes.
Never.
Okay.
Never. These are adverbs of frequency. Now, before I go on with this, I want to show you about adverbs and adjectives. Like that.
Where circle the line. Circle the line.
Scare the lion. What does that mean, scare?
Afraid.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to scare the lion? Ah.
Yes.
Okay. So.
The scared
Scared
lion
lion.
run away.
Scared.
Lion
Lion.
run away.
What kind of lion?
Ran away.
What kind of lion?
Scared.
A scared lion. Oh! The lion was scared. This, when we add a D on here to show past tense, we can use it as an adjective. So when you see these, I'll point them out to
Scared.
show you that it comes from a verb. And when we read, we'll focus on these so that you see them. But it tells
Scared.
what kind of lion, and it uses the past tense form of this word. I should have brought that up yesterday, but I didn't. So let's see if everyone has this one. Did we all get this? Yes? Okay. So let's have a volunteer for number 1. Do we have a volunteer? What does that mean? A volunteer?
Volunteer. Help. Help
To help us.
someone.
I don't hire you.
Nobody.
You say, me, I'll do it. A volunteer. Someone? Number 1.
Me.
Thackeray volunteered. Past tense. Okay, go ahead.
How often do you have a class?
Now let's answer that.
I have class 4 days.
I have class 4 days in the week. Each week.
Each week.
Or in the week.
In the week. Usually we say each week. If you said in the week, that's okay too. Yeah. How about number 2? Do we have a volunteer? Which one? Sam? No? Or, go ahead. Like- What?
When do you have dinner?
Okay.
I have dinner at 7 p.m.
I have dinner at 7 o'clock.
I have dinner at
At 6 p.m.
Whatever. Okay.
I have dinner at 7.
Number 3, Lega, did you want to do it?
How vibrant do you
Frequently.
Frequently.
Yeah.
again?
Number 3.
How frequently do you go travel? I go travel sometimes.
That's a good one. I like that.
Once in the weekend.
works sometimes. Once again, Vikri, in English, they often do this. Instead of saying once in the week, you will see it as once a week. Either way is correct. How about number 4? Who wants to do number 4? Volunteer.
What do you do now for? Do.
What do you never do?
What do you never do?
I don't know,
Wait, hold on. Did you have a question? No, Arafat's answering number 4. Go ahead.
What do you do never do?
No, what do you never do?
I do not smoking.
Never.
I never smoke.
I never smoke. I never.
No ing.
Smoke.
I never smoke. If you use the ing, you have to use the helping verb. Okay. I never smoke. Okay. Number 5. 5.
What do you usually do in the morning? I watch TV.
What?
I watch TV.
You want to put that word in here.
I woke up and drank coffee.
School.
I usually
I usually
Watch TV.
Watch
watch
TV.
TV. Well, I hope, Fatin, that you usually come to class in the morning, too.
Yeah.
What do you do in the morning?
In the morning, I wake up and
Drink coffee.
drink coffee.
Drink coffee.
That's me. I
Exercise.
wake up and make coffee before I even want to talk to anybody.
Yeah.
Now this one, we'll talk about number 6 a little later, but number 6, who wants to do number 6? Volunteer? Yeah.
How often do you had headache? I have headache sometimes.
Headaches.
Headache.
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 Headache. Ache. Headache, toothache, backache, pain. Ache. Arafat, ache,
Egg.
ache. Rhymes with these. Ache,
Cake.
cake,
Bake.
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 cake, ache, bake. This one. The CH is tricky. Doesn't sound like cheese. And number 7.
What's the answer?
Number 7.
What's the answer?
Oh. She said, each person would have a different answer.
I
Sometime, huh?
Sometimes have headaches. I never have headaches. I seldom have headaches. I often have headaches. And number 7, the last one here. Go ahead.
Where,
Amat.
where do you usually go shopping? I'm shopping to Walmart.
I usually shopping in the mall.
I usually go shopping in Paris.
Usually go. That's the question. Where do you usually go? I usually go. We give it right back. I usually go shopping, and then every answer. Okay. Where else do we go shopping? Al Haramain. Where else? CVS. Where else?
Sam's Club.
Sam's Club. Costco. Right.
Burger.
Places where we go to buy lots of stuff. It's a place where we would go for shopping. Yeah. So you want to give when they ask you a question, you give the answer back with the question. I usually go. I wanted to do this one.
Medical question.
Medical questions. Many times when you go to the doctor's office and you have an appointment, they will give you a sheet to fill out, and they'll ask you questions. It'll be like this.
Do you ever have a
Do you
headache?
prefer
Ever have
How-
hard
From-
shirt?
from-
It's just one word, but I ran out of space.
Yeah. Headache.
headache?
Headache
So- How do you answer that? Do you ever have headaches? There's only two answers.
Do-
Yes
Yes.
or
No.
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 I don't.
So if you say no, that means
No.
no.
No headache.
Then it says
How frequent?
how frequent. That's where we use these words.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Often.
Often.
Then really.
Whatever. Once a week. Once a year. So these questions come up
This here?
on medical forms.
Frequent. Frequent. Frequently.
Here's a good one. This gets asked a lot.
Do you have
Do you
Did
have
you have?
soreness?
Mhm.
Soreness
salad?
of breath?
Of breath?
Of
Breathe.
breath.
Trouble
Trouble
breathing.
Trouble breathing. What does that mean?
They can't breathe.
Asthma.
Asthma,
As-
or maybe
They can't breathe.
so. Then it will ask the same questions. This is yes or no.
No.
Yes.
No.
If you say yes, then it will say how often. It asks these questions. These are sometimes hard to answer. This one when you go to the doctor, because I don't like this one. I'm going to the doctor because I have a backache.
I didn't understand that.
Is that you or your phone? That's a smart phone. It's listening to us. Go to the doctor.
I have a back pain.
I have a back pain.
Why are you here? The doctor says.
Pain.
I have a back pain.
Back.
Okay.
How bad?
How bad?
From
1 through
From
10.
1, 10,
10
10,
begin
8.
high,
Oh.
10 means, oh!
full.
Yes. So you have to tell on the chart, where are you?
Back
So if you have a little bit, 1, 2. If you have a lot, maybe 8, 7, 8.
pain. Okay.
If it's horrible, like a car accident, maybe 10. So have you seen these? The doctor's office? You will, especially when you get older and have things go wrong. They'll ask you these questions. Level of pain.
Yeah.
And then, of course, they'll say, how frequent? So you have to have a response to that. I have back pain when I lift things. What does that mean, lift things?
Pressure. Hey.
Lift.
High weight,
Pardon?
weight.
Hey,
Take something heavy.
take something.
Something you have to lift. What if you go to the doctor and say, I have back pain when I lift the eraser? Ooh, big problem. So these are questions that will come up in medical questionnaires, and I will try to, next time I go to the doctor's office, I'm going to bring one for you and we'll go through this. So let's take a look here from today. This one. Did we all get this one today?
No.
Which one did I pass out? Just the old one from yesterday? All right, this is from today, and this is using future time with when. We talked about when, and this one is future time with when. Take a look at this. Take one past one, if you would. Take one past one. Get mine. This one? Oh, of course. This water here is for anyone, I'll bring you one. Anyone else? Water? This is purified water. What do we think about that?
Well done.
Purified, what does that mean? Who remembers?
Refined.
Very clear. Oh,
Same, yeah.
What does that mean, purified water?
Good water.
Refined. Pure.
clear water.
It means it's been cleaned.
Yeah.
Anything in it has been taken out, purified. Notice, they purify it, then add calcium chloride and sodium bicarbonate. What are those things? Remember, minerals? Remember that word we discussed? Vitamins, minerals. Salt? Salt is a mineral. What are vitamins?
A, B, C.
A, B, C, D, E. There's a few others, yeah. Vitamins. Anyone here take vitamins? Vitamin tablets? Yeah. One a day? One a day means that all of them mixed into one tablet. I'll give you a couple minutes to look at this and then we'll read the story together. If you can, give this a try to answer 1 through 4 by looking at it, and then we'll go through these. Water too.
Fun like that.
Okay, let's read this together and then we'll answer the questions. How about RF? How about if you start us off? Yes. The story, Lam's story.
Lam came to the United States from Vietnam many years ago. He was political prisoner during the Vietnam War, and now he is happy to be safe in the United States with his family. His goal is to send his granddaughters to college. He wants them to have the education he never did. So he thinks it is very important for them to go to school.
Very good. Okay, Adnan, if you take over, go ahead.
However, he doesn't have enough money. He and the girls come up with a few solutions. When the apply to college, they will look for
Scholarships.
This is a good idea because both girls are very smart. Also, when they go to school, they will get part-time jobs. Finally, Lem and his wife will send the girl money every month to help them with living expense. Lem hopes if everything will work out in the end.
Okay, very good. So let's take a look, a couple things in here. The word solution, what does that mean? Solution. It says here, the girls came up with a few solutions
So,
to solve a problem. The solution is the thing you do to solve a problem. So if you're thirsty, the solution is drink some water to solve the problem. Thirsty, problem, solution is drink water. How about this one, scholarship? What is that?
get your share.
What is it?
Get your share.
Related,
That's study free.
money for school. Either not necessarily free, but maybe someone gives some money for school, scholarship. A scholar is a student. So scholarship means money for school. What does this mean? Living expenses. What does that mean?
House rent.
House, rent,
Apartment.
what?
Apartment.
Apartment, food, right? All the things about living that you spend money on are considered living expenses. So when you go to school, people need to pay the college money, it's called tuition, and they need to pay for books. They need to, those are school expenses. But living expenses are for in their house. Look at that. Look at what happened to our snow today.
Snow?
It's not snowing. The sun is shining. How about that? Do we like that or not like that?
No.
Yeah.
You don't like that?
No.
I like the sun. Yeah. So let's take a look here, and I think everything else.
Political.
The last, oh yes,
Political.
a political prisoner.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Political prisoner. What is a prisoner?
Prisoner.
A person
Personal.
in prison is a prisoner. So, I'm in prison. That's a place. Here I am. I'm the prisoner. What does political mean?
Like someone he talk about the government gives.
Yes. Someone says something about the government and they put them in prison or in jail. I didn't talk about that today on our news, but there's a big problem. Do you know what's happening in Iran?
Yeah.
What's happening in Iran?
He take before.
They're putting people in jail
Yeah.
for protesting. Yeah. Those are political prisoners. They did not break a law other than protest. It's called a political prisoner. Let's go up here and to number 1. Who wants to start? Number 1? Go ahead.
Where is lamb from? Lamb from is Vietnam.
Okay, now how would we say that? Now the question is, where is lamb from? So you would answer that, lamb is from
Vietnam.
Vietnam. So give the question back in the answer. It says, where is lamb from? Lamb is from Vietnam.
What,
Number 2, Fatima,
what is this goal?
say it again.
What is his goal?
Very good. What is his goal?
His goal is
His
granddaughter to college.
His goal is to send
To send
his granddaughters
to
to college, right from the text. Number 3, Farhana,
What is his problem?
what's the problem?
What is his problem?
He have enough. He don't have enough money.
Almost, he, not don't, but
He have
He hasn't.
He have.
He hasn't.
he hasn't or doesn't. So you'd say, what is his problem? He doesn't have
money.
enough money. That do and don't and does and doesn't. We have to remember that. Remember, I do, but he does. Do and does. Depends on who is doing it. He doesn't have enough money. Or if you said he hasn't enough money,
Has and doesn't.
same idea, same thing is correct. He doesn't have enough money. Is college expensive
Yeah,
in the US?
expensive.
It is expensive.
Expensive?
It is expensive,
Expensive.
yes. College is expensive in the United States. when I was young and went to college, college was not expensive.
Right now it's expensive.
Now it's expensive, and it's a big problem. If you have...
How much? 1 year.
How much?
Yeah.
10,000.
10,000.
If you go to university now, when I went to university in 1966, I paid the university $500 for a room to live in, food to eat, and my classes for 1 semester. For a whole year, 2 semesters,
10.
$1,000. $1,000. Today, that would cost about $30,000. $30,000 at that school,
Per semester.
each for the whole year. Yeah. $30,000.
Too expensive.
So, when I went to school in 1966, I could work at summer job, save money. I could save up enough money doing summer job and working at the college, doing something, a part-time job. No borrowing money. I didn't know anybody, no students that I went to school with borrowed money to go to school. None. But today, most students borrow money to go to school from the federal government. And what's the problem with borrowing money? You have to
Time,
You have to
pay.
You have to pay it back. Yes. Yeah. So that's a big problem in the USA today. Let's take a look on here, number 4. You want to try number 4? Question?
What?
Amat, right?
Yeah.
Amat, yes.
What are their solution is
How many solutions?
3.
3.
Free solution to have problem. Write 1 sentence for each solution.
So that means solution 1, solution 2, solution 3. So what's number 1? First solution.
Enough money.
When they apply to college,
Apply to college.
look for scholarship.
Let's put this up here. Here's the problem.
Problem not enough money.
That's the problem. So, solution 1.
Solution 2.
Scholarship.
He look for school
Apply to college.
scholarships.
Part-time job. Part-time job.
Yeah.
He will get up part-time jobs.
Like his wife will send
What's the third thing?
money every month.
What's that?
Wife will send the girls money every month to help them with living expense.
So we have to make sure. Now, I heard someone say, apply to school. That doesn't fit the money. We got to get money. How do we get money? That's the problem. So get scholarship, which gives money, part-time job, which gives money. His wife will give them money, give money. 1, 2, 3.
Money.
Yeah. Notice down below in the chart, and they're using the word when to tell us about the things that are happening. So the first one says, when they apply to college, they will look for scholarships. Do you see the clause with when? That can go first or second. So let me say this another way. They will look for scholarships when they apply to college. It can go in front or in back. So if I said, when I go home, I will cook dinner. When I go home, I will cook dinner. But I could also say, I will cook dinner when I go home. Front or back, either way. So the next one, when the girls go to school, they will get part-time jobs. You could also say, they will get part-time jobs when they go to school. Next one, when he has extra money, Lam will send it to the girls. You could say, Lam will send money to the girls when he has extra money. Can go in front or back. Let's take a look at part D. There's a problem in 1 through 7, and we have to fix it. Let's take a look at number 1. Number 1, Abdel Kader, can you read number 1 for us?
When I will move to New York, I will buy a new house.
Something is wrong.
When I
When I move to New York, I will buy a new house.
to New York,
I will buy a new house.
And that's one they gave you. It says, when I will move to New York, you don't need to put will. Only one time. When I move to New York, I will buy a new house. Take this with you if you have time. Work on it. Okay? but bring it tomorrow.
Yes.
We'll finish this tomorrow, and then tomorrow, we're going to talk about Martin Luther King. Who is Martin Luther King?
A person.
A person.
Yeah.
Is he living or dead?
Yeah.
He's dead. He was a civil rights lawyer, or a civil rights leader. Yes, and
Human rights.
human rights activist. And in his honor, next Monday,
Monday, no.
everything closed. School,
Bank.
bank, Social Security, post office. No mail for you on Monday. How about Amazon? Amazon. Oh my gosh. Last night I saw Amazon truck, 10 o'clock at night. All night long they're delivering. Okay. See you tomorrow? Very good.